Hello, CyberTank. My name is Sylvia. I am one of the tank turns this fall in the COVID theater universe. And I am here to host the variety show today. So for today's show, we will be seeing clips of artists that will be on the telethon tomorrow. So make sure to check that out starting tomorrow at 6 p.m. I will put the Fill the Tank banner on. So all day tomorrow starting 6 p.m., all day Thursday until 6 p.m., we are raising money to fill the tank. And so the artists you'll see today are all going to be appearing at various points during that telethon. So fill the tank. Please visit this website and please donate. Thank you. Okay, so my name is Sylvia. For those of you just joining in now, I'm a senior at NYU, the Gallatin School of Individualized Study. I'm making my own major, doing disability studies, performance studies, and child development. It's a great mix of things to do. So yeah, actually, I write my own music as well, and I perform. If you want to check any of that out, I'll do some shameless self-promotion. So there we go. If you want to check out my stuff, there's that. I'll leave that on for a little bit. I'll put it on the end too. So yeah, okay. Let's get started. I'll keep my eye on the chat if anyone has any questions. Make sure throughout this video to keep going to fillthetank.org and donating. And yeah, I'll mention the times of all of the artists that you see today on like when they'll be going tomorrow evening and on Thursday to make sure if you liked anything to check them out at that time again as well. Cool. So first I'll be showing a clip from Loser Boy Improv. Love Loser Boy. They have a series with us at CyberTank every Monday at 7 p.m. So here's a clip from one of their shows. And tomorrow you can check in at 7 p.m. on our telethon, and they will be doing a show. 7 p.m. tomorrow. CyberTank telethon. Fill the tank. Here we go. Let me take off this banner. I'll keep Fill the Tank on. I'll do that. Here's Loser Boy.
All right. One word suggestion is aloe.
Aloe.
Oh.
Let's do the show, baby. Oh my God, Sarah, you're back. It's so red. You didn't put any block on. You didn't put any block on.
Well, I squirted it and then I did this. So I got that, but it's
just a smudge of safe protected shoulder, but the rest of it is so red. Why didn't you ask somebody?
Well, I'm shy.
We're at the beach, girl. What you talking about?
Well, usually I buy the spray one so you can get it, but I only had the squirty bips and I'm shy and I don't want people touching me. I mean, you're my best friend and I didn't even ask you. That's to show you how uncomfortable I am with it. So I just was like, I guess I'm getting sunburned.
No. You have to stop doing things like that. You can't just take the L because you're shy.
I know. Well, see, I also, whenever I go to the grocery store and there's something on a really high shelf, I usually just try to like Kevin McAllister it and climb up the shelf instead of asking someone to grab it, and then everything falls on me and I break my femur.
That was definitely a rough patch.
That was
Again, I feel like all you have to do is just use your voice to speak up.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, it would save me a lot of trouble, quite honestly.
I know. Are you ready to get into the water? You think you're up for it?
Hi guys. Can I interest you in some Girl Scout cookies? I'm selling them here on the beach.
Hey, best friend.
Oh, sure. Do you have any Samoas?
Yeah. I got 1 box left.
Give it to me, baby.
Okay. Here you go.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Do you want any? Do you want anything? Are you sure?
Are you sure you don't want anything?
Like, now's the time to speak if you want something.
Yeah, because this stuff is going fast.
Best friend, come here. Come here.
Yeah, come here.
Look, I really like Thin Mints, but children terrify me. Can you just order some Thin Mints for me, please? The kids are just, they're so fucking scary, man.
Oh.
They're so scary. Okay.
Hey, do you have any Thin Mints?
No, we're all out. Somebody came over and the time guys were whispering and bought one from me. Bye.
Hi.
Okay, so that would have been a good time to exercise.
That is
my
an
voice.
example of what we were just talking about.
Okay, but am I wrong? Aren't children the most terrifying human beings that roam the face of the planet?
I mean, she was pretty adorable.
No, she was terrifying.
Okay, sweetie. You gotta get ready. Okay. You have to beat Troop 297. Okay.
Oh, heck yeah.
My reputation relies on this, and also, like, it'll be good for you.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, I would never let you down.
Okay. Kelsey, you gotta be cute.
Yeah.
You gotta, okay, close your eyes a little more. You're like bugging out, okay? Too much. It's too much. TV girl. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay. We're gonna approach these people on the beach. They're having a good time. Okay. All right. We're oscillating between all. Okay.
Okay, Mom, you gotta explain what you need from me, okay?
I just need you to be okay, eyes open. Okay, I don't want you tripping out there, all right? You just gotta be your cute, adorable self, all right? We're taking advantage of these people on the beach. They're having a good time. Some of them might have a couple of drinks in them, and they're gonna take out their wallets and give you the money. You gotta be ruthless, but you have to be adorable, okay?
Yeah, I can do that. That's my brand. You taught me well.
So cute. Okay.
Thank you. I love capitalism.
No.
Mom,
Better than sweet.
I have a question. You said, and you've been saying for a while, that we have to beat Troop 2274? Is that what you said?
I forgot what it was. We have to beat all the other troops.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if there was some significant reason why we had to beat the other troop across town.
Well, you know that Betty and I are involved in that vicious feud.
Aunt Betty? Yeah.
So you don't have to call her aunt anymore.
Well, she is your sister. Okay, that's fine. I'll cut her out. That's fine. I can cut her out. I like cutting people out.
Ruthless but cute. Okay, sweetie,
Hey, heads up! Sorry, our frisbee just landed here. Just playing frisbee with my bros.
It's okay.
Got my frisbee, I can go now. Over that way.
Hey, hi. Do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
Does your mom come with the cookies?
Sure. We gotta sell them. Only if you buy 25.
I don't have that kind of cashola on me, know what I mean? I'll buy some Samoas though.
No. All right, fine. Whatever. I love capitalism. I'll sell my soul too. Okay,
Here you go. Thanks. Have a good one. I'm gonna keep playing frisbee with my bros.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't like that guy.
I don't either. I'm really sorry. The lengths that I'll go to beat your
Aunt Betty?
Betty. Stop calling her aunt.
Sorry, Betty.
The lengths I'll go to defeat her are too far. Don't look at me as an example.
Okay.
Just open your eyes, sweetie.
You should don't look. I'm confused.
And I said, nah, man, we're just trying to live in like a post-capitalist world, and all your theories are sort of more of a like Nietzsche philosophy, which I just don't think exists within this sort of context, man. It's all about the betterment of society as a whole, you know?
I totally get that. I totally understand that. Like, we have to come together as a people if we want to create a better society, right? Like, everyone equal footing ground. You know what I'm saying?
Can you pick up the frisbee, please?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got lost.
I hear you. No, it's a good side. It's a total good thought. I mean, it's just if we worked in a more sort of egalitarian way, I think we would all like, you know, rising tide floats all ships, you know? I'm not saying that I'm interested in like democratic socialism per se, but I mean, there are some interesting theories if you look through the Communist Manifesto as a whole.
Oh, dude, your arm is like out of control today.
I've been working buys all week, bruh.
I tell you what.
Hello. You appear to be fellow environmentalists.
Nah, just a couple bros playing frizz. What's up?
Okay, so I mistook your love of the outdoor sport of frizz, as you call it, to mean that you love the environment.
Nah, I don't care about anything other than my pecs and my ladies.
Heard you talking about post-capitalism. That seems contrary to how you're acting, sir.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I am having people sign this petition to clean up the beach.
No, we would never talk about it. We would never do that. What do you think?
You misheard us. We were having a debate about who's hotter. Like, is it Beyonce? Is it Sarah Jessica Parker? Is it Rihanna? Like, that's kind of where the conversation was going. So that's what you heard.
I did not hear you mention any of those, what I assume to be famous ladies' names in the conversation you were having that I was listening to for a moment before I approached you. I am having people sign this petition to clean up the beach. Did you know that our municipality is not willing to spend tax dollars?
Hold up.
Whoa.
What? I was with you. Wait, what even is a municipality?
I was just gonna say that, bro. What's a municipality? High five.
All right, I'm back. I hope you all enjoyed that clip. I am now in a blanket and I have a light on because there are 6 hours of daylight these days and the sun's going down soon and I'm cold. Anyway, I enjoyed watching that. So again, check out Loser Boy Improv tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the Tank Telethon. Head to Fill the Tank, whatever side it's on that you're seeing it on, fillthetank.org. There we go. The next clip I'm going to show is of Kev Berry. Love, like, all over the tank, Harsh Cacophonies, Fast and Furious. We love Kev. I feel like I've interacted with Kev and also with Loser Boy Improv through Instagram, even though neither of them knew who I was, but lots of reposting. So love you guys. The clip that I'm going to show of Kev is from Harsh Cacophonies that premiered in November. And you can check out Kev tomorrow on the telethon at 10 p.m. So Wednesday, tomorrow evening at 10 p.m. Cool. And here's a clip from Harsh Cacophonies.
And when I think about my head, I think about lowest common denominators, because when I think about my head, I think about giving head. I think about sucking dick. And I think about how when I was in high school, one of the assholes of the day, whether it was Andrew or Sean or Pierce or Patrick or one of the countless Mikes, they'd be bullying me for being gay. And they'd be like, yeah, I bet you want me to suck your cock, don't you? Which is like, okay, yes, Shane Thornton, I would like you to suck my cock. But, you know, that's also probably, in retrospect, a horrible thing for me to have wanted done to me, because I have learned there is nothing worse than getting a blowjob from a selfish man, let alone back then, a horny, selfish teen. But also, the fantasy wasn't like Matt McCardle slobbing on my knob. It was like, yes, Yes, Don Bellissimo, it is so strange that we're here alone in the locker room. Yeah. And you would like me to, oh, you dropped your towel. And you would like me to, I would like to. When any of these assholes of the day would be bullying me, they would think that I wanted to use them for their head. Meanwhile, tubby little faggot me with braces and no sense for human interaction was thinking like, no, please brain me, please, absolutely, please. Oh, God. You know, when I think about my head, I think about the shape of my skull and how when I'm anxious, I feel the back of my neck. Because despite getting confirmation from my doctor every time I'm there that the muscular knot caused by tension at the spot where skull fades to neck to back is just a knot and not tumor, when I'm anxious, I feel the back of my neck and I feel the knot and I think, uh-oh, it's growing. I think, uh-oh, it's cancer. I think I'm going to die. I think about my own death probably every day. I feel the accumulation of tension where the spot where skull fades to back, and I think about my skull. You know, I'm a thick-headed person. I'm stubborn. I'm a mule. I am the type of person where it's my way or the highway, or maybe I was for a long time, and I'm still coping with those after effects, those lingering after effects of being an asshole when you're a kid. Because when you're a gay kid, often the only way to get by is by being a complete dick to your classmates. You know, I think about maybe the first day of my college experience on, my first day of being an adult on my own terms. I thought I was 18 and I ruled the fucking world, but I was my first day in college. A young woman who had become one of my closest friends, she came up to me and she said, hey, you're interested in directing. I'm interested in directing. Maybe we should hang out. And I just snapped back, yeah, maybe not. When I think about my head, my skull, the way they work in conference with my anxiety, it really does just make me seem, really does just make me feel, really does just make me just like an asshole sometimes. And it's never on purpose. Okay, sometimes it's on. A lot of the times it's on purpose, me being an asshole, so. And it's never on purpose. Sometimes it's on. A lot of the times it's on purpose, me being an asshole. So I think about my eyes working with my. Sometimes on a morning where I'm scheduled to run, scheduled to wake up and hold myself accountable to my own fitness. Sometimes on those mornings I wake up and I. Okay, let's just stop here for a sec. Jessica, can you bring up the lights for a sec? Hi. It's at this point in the play I'm writing, this point in the play you're watching, this point in the play I'm performing for 15, 16, 17 minutes, or whatever it's been at this point. I'd be sitting there running the play in my room or working on a new draft or rehearsing it with my director, and I'd sigh and say, are we being too heavy-handed? Are we trying too hard? And the answer is, yeah, we were. And I'd be sitting there trying to connect 3 fragments of ideas of sentences, and I'd sigh and think aloud or to myself, what the fuck am I doing? So what I did was I deleted my outline. And I let myself start typing. And what I did was I let myself rant. And what this rant is this shit is a sissy's physiology.
All right, that was Kev. Wow, super cool how that show was streamed from the Tank's theater. Wow. So Kev is going to be on our telethon tomorrow at 10 p.m. Make sure to fill the tank and check out Kev tomorrow. Okay, so next clip is from Gabe Miller. Gabe is going to be on our telethon at 11 p.m. I'm just realizing now that the order that I put these clips is actually so far in the order that they'll be on in the telethon. Not exactly hour to hour, but Kev's on at 10, Gabe's on at 11. So there we go. Here's a clip from Gabe.
Yeah, I think so, and that's, so I think, for a lot of people, the fourth step is particularly stressful, and then, hey, Sam, hi, bring it on. Oh, yeah, that does me good. Right down there. I think you know the way. Yeah, they're donut holes, the whole bite. Hey, Trish. Give me a hug, please. Oh, does me right. Follow the man. Alright. So fourth step, God, doing mine. Yeah, it's right down there. There's coffee and, nuts. Bye-bye, I'll see you in there. Yeah, I do have an anniversary. Alright, you have my phone number, right? Call me later, talk at length, okay? I gotta do this, I gotta greet. Hey, are you new? Hi.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the depth.
Amen.
Tonight is very special, and I am honored to do this presentation for my sponsor, David D., who has 3 years tonight. David, come get your tip.
I'm going to keep it short. Yes, 3 years, but it's still one day at a time. The reason I have this is because of all of you, because of my higher power, and because of this program and the fellowship. I often think back to the moment when I arrived 3 years ago. I was living in the sewer, and said I was responsible for at least half of the PCP in the Midwest. I was cooking, I was, and I had a lot of money. Today I don't have that kind of money, but you know what? I have dignity, and I love that. I'm not in the sewer, I just got a job at Fraser's Food Co-op. Integration. And things could not be better today. I'm grateful to all of you. Amen. They're not ready, and if it's for them. Put it that way, can you? When I was huffing, I couldn't even remember. So we must find the people we wronged and make amends. And until we've at least tried with those people, we will not find peace.
Will you be making amends to the child you abandoned? Todd Doe.
Excuse me? Who are you? Excuse me a minute. Wait. Bye. Take care. Thanks so much. Okay. Hey, Nicole. How's it? Leaving early? Yeah. I'll be there. Who are you? What do you want? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, I must have been in a blackout. I met a lot of people and did a lot of things. None of which I'm proud of, but most of which I don't remember. So leave my sight. Hey, bye-bye, troops. Hey, thanks for the donut holes. I love berry. Okay, take care. I'll see you next week. What's your purpose in coming here? How do you know my,
Okay, that's Gabe. I don't know. It reminds me of Chris Fleming vibes, the comedian, his humor style. Love that. So that's Gabe. He's going to be on tomorrow at 11 p.m. doing holiday crafts and etiquette lessons. So that should be really interesting. I forgot to say what Kev was doing. Holiday cheer and lunacy. And Loser Boy will be doing an improv show. Surprisingly, crazy stuff. So I have 2 more clips for you all today. Next is a clip from Flight Simulation, a poetry reading. It's another series at the Tank hosted by Mike Frascentes. And so here's a clip from one of the flight episodes at the Tank.
Thank you. Kayla, are you ready to read?
I am.
Woo. Okay, Kayla, what's your deal? What are you about? How'd you get here?
So I am from New Jersey and I always have like lived in the outskirts of New York City. And after I graduated college, where you and I met, I knew I immediately wanted to move to Brooklyn because I knew there was just such a strong poetry community here. And I knew it was like the only way I would keep this like thing alive in my life. So, and then when I showed up to a Brooklyn Poets Yop, I just immediately fell in love with the people. And I feel like I can distinctly remember when I met Constantine and Renee and Joe and just was like floored by how amazing and genuine and kind everyone was. And I was like, this is it. Like, this is why I needed to be here and just like keep doing this. And it's really that like keeps me going with poetry and doing stuff like this. So I'm just forever grateful to all of you all the time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Kayla, I'm so glad that you especially could be here tonight because you were here a year ago at the first one.
I was.
You were the very first ever like flight recorder featured reader, and having you back here is so amazing.
Yeah, it was such an honor then, and it's such an honor now. I'm just really excited.
Likewise. Okay, I will throw your poems up on the screen here.
Awesome. I threw a lot in there because I didn't know how long 5 to 7 minutes is. So I'm going to time myself. And if it starts to run long, we'll just skip one of them.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Cool. So for anyone who doesn't know, I also teach yoga. And I feel like I've been doing a lot more of that in this time over Zoom and everything. And I think a lot of my poems have taken on a kind of like yogic or meditative persona, and I've enjoyed just being able to like meditate on certain subjects. So that all of these poems kind of are in that vein. And this first one is literally about yoga. So here it goes. Yoga is an act of resistance, a fight for the body against the body, a display of tough love and tender strength, kneading and braiding the body like a loaf of sweet bread, a push and pull with the earth buzzing beneath fingertips, finding power in softness like wearing delicate lingerie alone in the house all day, the heat of the belly brushing the cool surface of the mat as elbows bend and tip the chest into upward-facing dog, chin lifted, triceps trembling, the magic of hovering in space, energy invisible to the eye, building up like a circuit, forming a perfect path for what could be more rebellious than a body being lifted by itself. This next one is meditation on brushing my teeth. For 2 minutes and 30 seconds, brushing my teeth is a surrender to sleep or waking up, yearning for one as I slip toward the other under fluorescent lights, bristles buzzing along my tired jaw, my smile frozen in the backlit mirror, blank canvas for circular brushstrokes. Winter fresh stings the back of my throat. I squint and inspect the flick my wrist and spit, make a cup with my hands, place it under the faucet, slurp the water wildly, toss it from cheek to cheek, spit again. I slide my tongue over each row, front and back to check for plaque. It's much quieter now, the mint still pricking my tongue as I gear up for the day's worth of or dream's worth of dialogue. Exactly twice per day, I'm in the liminal space between life and momentary death, the cleanest I'll ever be. This next one is Untitled, and I like this poem because I did it through like a collage that I incorporated into a painting, and this is just like the poem itself. I'm looking back, bent like a parenthesis, watching shadows slow time, pages turning. I play with pen and ink, feel loops curve like loose paths in my soft shoulders. This is what I write. This is what I see. I see the invisible marks. I see a sweaty palm spit ink tracks, splats and smudges. I see the scratching and scraping slide along the paper. I see the bending and coiling. I feel the words shake, pressed tight against the page. My muscles tense, and I exhale. I'm here, and I'm writing. We still have time. Okay. This next one is called The Second Coming. And I wrote this, like, as you'll see, kind of in the beginning of quarantine, and I revisited it today when I was trying to figure out what I was going to write, and it just really had a new resonance right now, so I'm sure you will see. The Second Coming. On day 33 of quarantine, I rose from bed, half past noon mass, hand-washed each pair of underwear in the bath like a baptism. Water never seemed so holy. Back sore from the sorrow, but I was no martyr. My virtual 9 to 5 would be there tomorrow. Every Sunday supper feels like the last, a New Testament to a tragedy translated to every tongue. Even the best news becomes distorted when spoken through a mask. And everything is cyclical, gives new meaning to a second coming. We don't know whether to prepare with hope or with fear, hiding in locked rooms, FaceTiming with family and facing time. Every day is judgment, not for what we've done, but for what we have not, seeking salvation and punishment, signs and sins, setting the table once again for the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end. And my last one is titled Reminder. You've got this year ahead filled with hollow rites of passage and ceremoniously serious moments. On one hand, you've got this mourning a broken past. On the other, you've got this expiring in the face of wanting so many things to change, both ends out of reach. You've got this sudden feeling of walking out on the edge of not knowing whether to feel this or that, and why are you on the edge in the first place? You've got this impulse to measure every feeling against something else. A yellow crayon, a sunset, another breaking news, your last delicate dip of delight. You've got this lost and found logic that lodges itself into you, straps you to yourself like a seatbelt, only you aren't driving anywhere. You've got this destination, but you don't know where to find it. Maybe you're already there. Maybe you've got this all wrong. Maybe it doesn't matter where you're headed, just that you've got this particular life to live and this dinner to cook and these books on your shelf, so many ways to love yourself. You've got this unduplicated soul, fingertips dappled on the earth's deepest fissures, and you've got this future, and you've got this fear, and you've got this space, and you've got this heart, and you've got this. Thanks.
It's so good, Kayla, so good. I love how, like, these pieces all feel so, like, rooted in, like, the quotidian, like, bodily life, and I really love that. It's just,
Thank you.
All right. So that was a clip from Flight Simulation. And Mike, the host, will be on the telethon at 1 a.m. with an hour of poetry. 1 a.m. on the 17th. So check that out. If you are up, wake up to... If you're not up, wake up. And if you're up and can't go to sleep, listen to some poetry. The last clip is another CyberTank series, Email Pro with Yvonne Anderson. So this clip, is the last one, and you can check Yvonne out at 5 a.m. for a live Email Pro on the 17th. Wow, so I really did do all these clips in the order of the telethon. It's a really weird coincidence. Okay, so here's Email Pro.
You know what? I've lost all interest in the subject because we just got an email.
Yeah.
Address. Check this shit out. All right, Nicholas Santiago, thanks for joining the show. We're going to write an email to your person now. Here's what I need from you. How do you know this person? What do they do for a living? And if I identify you as Nicholas Santiago, are they going to know who you are? Okay, that's what I need from you. In the meantime, we're going to get this email going. And then, Jeff, follow-up question here from Dane Jensen. Why not coffin, mask, and elbow? Yeah, what's
That's a good idea. Yeah, might as well direct it at the elbow.
Oh wow! Well, Dane, look at that. You look at that. You might as well do it. Great.
I mean,
great.
I think ideally you like jump through the window and get outside and cough outside. That's probably like the best move. If you can like in like a single motion dive through a glass window and shattering it along the way, and then do like a dive roll onto the outside and then cough. I think that's the ideal move.
All right. Well, everyone's gonna have to decide for themselves whether that's the right thing for them to do. In the meantime, look at this comment. I inhale spray paint in a brown paper bag. I really love that. That like really, really, really vividly summarizes the whole vibe here. Okay. Like that's a very sort of perfect artistic rendering of like what this is. I inhale spray paint in a brown paper bag. That's good. That's really good. Okay.
Yeah. Especially just apropos nothing. Is that the phrase?
Okay. So here's an interesting response. We got some answers about the person we're writing to. Former employer of a friend. They run a window tinting business poorly, and they might recognize this name. So maybe don't mention, please. Well, that's going to be a problem. Every time I send an email to somebody, I do have to say who signed them up. That's the small bullshit rule that I have. It's that I do because it makes me feel like this is less of a terrible form of harassment. That might make no difference at all. And maybe what I'm doing is terrible harassment regardless. But here at Email Pro, we take small symbolic rules extremely seriously. So every time I write an email, I have to be able to say, you're getting this email because of so-and-so signed you up. So if that's a deal breaker for you, you should make that clear now. And then we're going to have to figure out how to deal with it. Jeff, start thinking of contingency plans here. In the meantime, I'm waiting to find out from Nicholas Santiago if this changes how he feels about it. The world looks to you, my friend. The world looks to you. In the meantime, let's see if we can get this email started. Note that the email domain is cox.net. What the fuck is that? Cox
is a internet service provider in parts of the country. It could be, one of those emails that comes from your internet service provider.
That's hilarious that this
person... It would be a grim situation for a business.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of any real person in the world who uses an email address from their cable provider. Maybe my parents. It's possible my parents do that. Never mind. Now look at this. The friend quit because the boss who we're writing to in question screamed out of my way, I think N-word, to a person he almost drove over. Well, listen, man, I'm really ready to go hard against this terrible boss. I'm ready to do that. But I'm ethically required by my own rules to identify who it came from, and I don't want to bullshit that. So old boomer, though. Yeah, dude, you think this is the first time I've ever ripped on an old boomer? That's like a huge part of my business. That's like the whole fucking subscription model is people who say things like, I inhale spray paint out of a brown paper bag, and boomers who don't understand why I'm being mean to them. That's like the whole fucking show. So, he's a perfect target. But there's an ethical issue here. I can't write to him unless I can say, honestly, you were enrolled by this person. So I need to know from you if I can identify you as Nicholas, however I need to be able to identify you in a way that he'll understand. That's how the show works. Jeff, do you feel like I'm explaining this well?
Yeah, you are. It's very, very clear, I think.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm a little insecure about it because this is like the one sort of matter of conscience where like you see me backing down. And I feel like you never see that, right? There's like no scene in Borat, or there's no Eric Andre sketch where like you ever see the guy back down. So I feel like this sort of makes me weak. Or could it be that my chat crybabies love that? I would love to hear from some chat crybabies right now if you think that the real reason my show is good is actually because I have a heart of gold. If you think that, I'm going to make fun of you, but I would still like to hear about it. Do it. All right, so that means we're identifying you as Nicholas Santiago. Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming forward. What the fuck is your deal? I don't understand why your email address, you're a cable provider. Nobody I've ever met in my life has a relationship with their cable provider. Nobody I've ever met has a cable provider. Right? Isn't cable dead from like 10 years at this point?
No. A lot of people still have cable internet.
But why? Because Netflix? This guy never heard of Netflix. You don't know what Netflix is?
No. Cable internet. Your internet might be cable
just
internet.
use Wi-Fi. Who's still using cable internet?
Oh boy.
Simpler.
We'll leave this at that.
I prefer Wi-Fi over cable because it's simpler. No connection. Nobody can connect to you because you're not connected to anything. Okay? That's a sort of an email security pro tip there. If you use a wireless internet connection, no one can grab your data because there's no wire for them to do it from. For instance, if you were on Wi-Fi, I would never be able to email you because all Wi-Fi email is burner accounts. Okay, what else do I have to do? Sorry, you were enrolled in my email bullshit thing, which is what is happening now. This is what is happening now by a YouTube user named Nickel. What's his fucking name? Anything else I missed?
I sent you a link that might be of interest.
Oh, is this the guy's fucking business?
It appears so.
Okay, Jeff found his business. It looks like some fucking dipshit glass tinting thing. What do we do with that? Glass tinting is like so mundane and dumb that I don't even know how to make fun of it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, good job. Your job is so dumb that I don't know how to make fun of it. You're literally invincible. Nothing can hurt you, much like a person who uses Wi-Fi internet. They are the true invincible ones. By the way, seems like you have rage issues. Okay? Don't be like that. Be better.
All right. So that's the end of all the clips I have to show. I realized that it went on for a long time. Half of that email pro clip was just Yvonne talking, which is fine. It's great. Also part of the show too. And Yvonne will be on at 5 a.m., like I said before. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure to visit fillthetank.org and check out our telethon tomorrow starting at 6 p.m. Also, I'm adding this ticker again. That's my music link for all of you to check that out. I'm just a mere tank turn here, trying to be an artist sometimes when it's not a pandemic. Even when it's a pandemic too, we're all still doing the art stuff. So there you go. I'll take that off for a sec. And I will leave you with a video. I will leave you with a Fill the Tank video, as if I have not promoted it enough today. I hope you all enjoy those clips, and we'll see you next time on The Variety Show.
While our spaces are closed to the public,
we are still here.
Our artists are still here.
And together we are the Tank.
Since our founding, the Tank has been defined by who and what has populated our spaces.
Tens of thousands of artists, hundreds of thousands of audience members,
and more joy, fury, music, chaos, disco balls, a little bit of glitter, and creation than we could begin to count.
While our on-site programming is paused, we are still making and supporting our artists in the virtual world.
And their community, conversations, and artistry continue to overflow into the digital realm.
We have, since March, done 271 performances and featured the work of 2,101 artists. We're still doing it. It's just online.
We are dreaming of the day when our beloved venues are once again full of activity and performance and dialogue.
In the meantime, if you have the means to do so, we are asking you to make a donation in any size to help us fill the tank.
Because the Tank is also an engine, we are committed to driving forward, generating opportunities for artists to make and create and dream up brand new things.
This commitment is requiring us to be more resilient and adaptable than ever before.
But with your help, we can fill the tank for today and for the future.
Visit fillthetank.org to make your donation today. Or text Fill the Tank, all one word, to 44321 to receive a secure link to make your donation straight from your phone. And when the time comes, when it's finally safe to do so again, we will fill the tank.
Together.